Welcome to Dragonball Xenoverse, a new chapter in the Dragon Ball Z universe that lets you create your own avatar and fight alongside iconic characters from the franchise in high-octane battles of Ki Blasts and Super Saiyans. But is this entry into the series a Kamehameha hit, or does its power level not even break 9,000? Unlike most other Dragon Ball Z games which are constructed to tell this Dragon Ball Z story from start to finish verbatim, Xenoverse offers a unique twist on the formula. After the avatar is created, they are recruited by Trunks at the beginning of the game to become a member of the Time Patrol. Their mission is to prevent changes to the Z timeline, changes that are being made by iconic Z villains taken over by a mysterious dark energy. As a Time Patroller, they have to keep the Z timeline on track and ensure the battles end according to true history. This premise allows for an alternate retelling of the Z story, the introduction of some new villains, and there have been enough changes to the events from the show to keep longtime fans, such as myself, engaged and coming back for more. Newcomers to the Dragon Ball Z franchise may not follow the story too well, as it's based around being called in to fix the already well-established timeline, and there is some assumed plot knowledge from the shows to really enjoy the twists on the events in Xenoverse. The story is told through 3D cinematic sequences before and after battles that really capture the distinct look of the anime. Every sequence is fully voice acted, and for the purists out there, you can have the option to change the spoken voice track to Japanese. These cinematics give you the chance to see your character interact with the heroes and villains from Dragon Ball Z in a way that is really satisfying. However, your character is the classic video game silent protagonist, and even though you get to choose a voice for your avatar's grunts and shouts in combat, it's a potentially missed opportunity to not have them say anything at all to other characters. Creating my avatar for Xenoverse was something that I had been looking forward to ever since I heard it was a feature of the game, and I was not disappointed. You start by choosing one of 5 races from the Z universe to create your character. Each have their own strengths and weaknesses from the show. After selecting your avatar's race, you can customize pretty much everything about them, from dozens of facial features, body type, voices, color schemes, meaning that there's very little chance of 2 people making the same character. Once your avatar is made and ready to go, you're dropped into Toki Toki City, the hub of the game that acts like a lobby, reminiscent of the Tower in Destiny for those who have played it. And it works really well in Xenoverse. You can meet up and team up with other players, visit stores, customize your character. The customization isn't just aesthetic. There is a large and detailed RPG backend to Xenoverse, allowing you to customize movesets, dictate how attributes are spent leveling up, and changing your outfit, which has additional stat boosts. Toki Toki City also allows players to interact with other Z fighters from the show and train under your favourite character to learn their special moves for use in combat. The battles in Xenoverse encapsulate the anime really well. Just like the show, they are full of fast-paced, frantic action that is beautiful to look at. The controls are easy to learn, difficult to master, and very much feel like the previous video game entry in the series, Battle of Z, but with a lot more refinement and some interesting new mechanics. Special moves and supers are activated with a single button press, making combat more about timing and strategy than technical ability. There's no long lists of combos and specials to trawl through, which makes the game really accessible even to those who aren't particularly proficient in other fighting games. Being able to interrupt super moves makes the game feel more balanced, and the elimination of QuickTime events keeps combat feeling fluid. I would have loved to have seen just one QuickTime event for beam struggles put in the game though. I remember being very fond of that mechanic in previous games like Budokai Tenkaichi 2 for the Wii, and seeing 2 fighters struggle to push their beam against one another in the show always was epic. In Xenoverse, if you both shoot beams at each other, they just cancel each other out, which makes sense for pacing matches, but also is a deviation from a concept brought to the table by the anime. I myself am way more of a Dragon Ball Z fan than a beat-em-up fan, and found the gradual difficulty curve and lack of extensive move lists a refreshing change from more traditional fighting games like the Street Fighter and Tekken series. You can take your avatar into a variety of different game modes from Toki Toki City, offering up plenty of different ways to increase your power level. You can advance the story of the game by going out on Time Patrol missions issued by Trunks. Upon completion of Time Patrol chapters, stores widen their selection of wares, and new tiers of missions get unlocked in the Parallel Quest mode. In Parallel Quest mode, you take a team of 3 characters into different scenarios from the Dragon Ball Z anime, and play out classic scenes in a new way. Your team of 3 can be filled out with computer-controlled characters, or you can take the battle online and team up with other players. There's also the option to create custom battles on and offline with varying team sizes up to a maximum of 3v3. Playing Xenoverse online was pretty smooth. In online battles, I found there were few instances of lag and choppy play, but when it did happen, it really affected the overall experience, as you could expect with a high-octane series such as this. There's a connection rating next to the selectable lobbies for online play that will help you find hosts with low latency games. With a lot of different game modes to choose from, and the chance to leave a mark on the Dragon Ball universe, I would highly recommend this title to any Dragon Ball Z fan. As I mentioned previously, those who are looking for a very technical fighter may be left wanting more, but Xenoverse is a fantastic piece of fan service with a great mix of fast-paced, over-the-top action that mimics the anime really well, with a level of customization that's not yet seen in a console Dragon Ball Z game.